What if the beings you fear most aren't just mythical tales, but entities that might be lurking in your home, unseen, waiting for their moment? Today we delve into one of the most fascinating and misunderstood aspects of Islamic esotericism, the enigmatic world of Jinn. These beings of smokeless fire, often likened to demons or genies, exist in a shadowy parallel realm. Some bring blessings, while others sow chaos and terror. From their powers and diverse races to their connection with the infamous Iblis, often equated with Satan, this exploration will unravel their mysterious lore and their interactions with humanity. Stay until the end to uncover how these entities might be influencing our world today, and discover the hidden connections between Jinn lore and other global esoteric traditions. The Jinn, shaped from the enigmatic smokeless fire, hold a unique place in Islamic cosmology as one of God's most intriguing creations. Their origin, described in the Qur'an, situates them in a time preceding humanity, inhabiting the earth long before Adam's creation. This smokeless fire is more than just a physical description. It symbolizes their inherently ethereal and ever-changing nature. While humans are solid and grounded, crafted from clay, and angels are luminous and obedient, beings of light, the Jinn occupy an intermediary space, powerful, volatile, and free. This elemental foundation grants the Jinn abilities that transcend physical limitations. The smokeless fire represents an energy capable of existing without leaving visible traces, mirroring their capacity to remain unseen by human eyes while operating in a parallel plane of existence. Their abilities go beyond mere invisibility. The Jinn can move with a speed that defies physical laws, manipulate objects in the material world, and exist in multiple locations simultaneously. This makes them inhabitants of a fluid and complex reality, where their actions can influence the human world under specific circumstances. The Arabic term Jannah, meaning hidden or concealed, perfectly encapsulates the essence of the Jinn. They reside in a plane that, while parallel to ours, is separated by a perceptual veil. However, this barrier is not absolute. The Jinn can cross it, manifesting in our world in forms of their choosing, be it as animals, shadows, or even human-like figures. This ability to manifest reinforces their symbolic connection to mystery and the unknown, making them both feared and revered in cultures where their myths persist. Unlike angels, whose pure nature compels unwavering obedience to divine will, the Jinn are endowed with free will, a trait they share with humans. This gift places them in a unique position, allowing them to choose between good and evil, obedience and rebellion. This freedom makes them deeply complex. Unlike humans, they are not constrained by a fixed physical form or the same earthly needs. Some Jinn choose to align themselves with divine will, embracing Islam while others rebel, becoming Shayateen, demons, led by figures like Iblis. The duality of the Jinn makes them a cosmic reflection of humanity, acting as a spiritual mirror that projects our internal struggles. Their existence is not merely a supernatural phenomenon, but also a reminder of the perpetual battle between our aspirations toward virtue and our inclinations toward selfishness and chaos. By transcending physical limitations and operating in multiple planes, the Jinn challenge our understanding of reality, while inviting us to contemplate the boundaries of perception and our capacity to comprehend the universe we inhabit. In popular traditions, Jinn are often equated with demons, but this comparison oversimplifies their nature. While some Jinn are indeed malevolent, referred to as Shayateen, plural of shaitan, not all are inherently evil. The Qur'an portrays Jinn across a moral spectrum, ranging from devout believers who embrace Islam to those who choose paths of rebellion. This moral flexibility sets them apart from demons in Christian theology, which are typically fallen angels, irredeemable in their nature. The most iconic example of a rebellious Jinn is Iblis, who refused to bow to Adam. His defiance was rooted in arrogance, as he argued that fire, his element of creation, was superior to Adam's clay. This act of disobedience condemned Iblis to become the archetype of Satan, pledging to mislead both humans and other jinn from the divine path. Yet, it's essential to recognize that not all jinn follow this trajectory. The Qur'an explicitly mentions jinn who convert to Islam, highlighting their capacity for redemption and their potential to align with divine will. This nuanced perspective redefines their role in Islamic cosmology. Jinn are not mere antagonists, but active participants in a cosmic balance between good and evil. Their presence reflects the human condition, a constant struggle between submission and rebellion, virtue and vice. As beings with free will, they serve as both cautionary tales and reminders of the moral choices that define existence, bridging the realms of the earthly and the unseen. The jinn, deeply enigmatic beings, are classified into different categories that reflect both their nature and their unique powers and behaviors. Each type embodies a specific aspect of the supernatural world and often symbolizes human emotions, elements, or dilemmas. This diversity gives them a narrative richness that has captivated cultures and beliefs for centuries. Among the most recognized are the Shayateen, whose name translates to demons or tempters. These jinn represent rebellion against the divine and the constant incitement to sin led by Iblis, the archetype of disobedience and pride. Their influence manifests in the internal whispers that urge humans to stray from the moral path, making them an active force in the spiritual narrative of good versus evil. On the other hand, the Ifrit stand out as the most powerful and feared. Jinn, often described as colossal entities imbued with supernatural strength that combines magic and mastery over fire. These beings, although generally associated with malevolence, have a complex nature. Some stories suggest they can become loyal allies if they are shown respect, but confronting them usually entails extreme risk due to their unpredictable temperament and immense power. Their ability to shapeshift and manipulate reality makes them both fascinating and terrifying figures in folklore. The Ima, also known as resident jinn, have a closer and less adversarial relationship with humans. These jinn often inhabit domestic spaces such as bathrooms, ruins, or desolate areas, coexisting peacefully as long as they are not disturbed. Although they are not inherently dangerous, careless interaction with them can lead to negative consequences, such as mischief ranging from moving objects to causing minor physical harm. Respect for their presence is crucial to avoid provoking their anger. In a darker realm, the Al-Jatham are linked to disturbing phenomena such as sleep paralysis. These jinn are described as figures that sit on their victims' chests, immobilizing them, and inducing an intense sense of fear while they remain conscious. This type of experience, while scientifically explained in some cases, is deeply rooted in beliefs about the jinn and their ability to invade the most vulnerable moments of human consciousness. Finally, the al-jinn al-ashiq, or lover jinn, represent a connection between the supernatural and the emotional. These obsessive and often dangerous jinn form romantic attachments to humans, interfering in their relationships and draining their vital energy. Their behavior parallels the incubus and succubus of Western traditions, but in the Islamic context, their presence affects not only personal relationships but also spiritual stability, challenging the emotional and moral equilibrium of their victims. Each type of jinn not only illustrates an aspect of natural elements such as fire or darkness, but also reflects the depths of the human psyche, from internal fears to unresolved desires and conflicts. These classifications serve as a mythological map for understanding both the invisible forces that may influence the physical world and the internal challenges humans face in their everyday lives. Jinn do not exist merely as isolated individuals. They form complex societies complete with hierarchies, tribes, and rulers. These societies in many ways mirror those of humans, but are adapted to the supernatural nature of the jinn. They are said to inhabit hidden realms, often located in deserts, mountains, or even parallel dimensions, inaccessible to ordinary human perception. Among the most prominent within these societies are the Ifrits and Marids, considered the most powerful classes in jinn hierarchies. These elites not only possess extraordinary abilities, but also wield authority over other jinn, often acting as kings or tribal leaders. The tales of these societies are rich with themes of alliances, conflicts, and rivalries, echoing human struggles for power and survival. Some accounts delve into the deeper interactions between jinn and humans, including marital unions that result in hybrid offspring. These bloodlines, according to certain traditions, are believed to carry unique abilities or secret knowledge, linking human families to their supernatural heritage. These connections add another layer of mystique to jinn lore, bridging the realms of the seen and the unseen. The relationship between humans and jinn is defined by curiosity, fear, and a deep-seated respect. While some jinn act as protectors or allies, others aim to harm or even possess humans. Possession by jinn is one of the most feared forms of interaction, described in the Qur'an and Islamic tradition as a spiritual invasion that can lead to mental, physical, and emotional distress. Protection against jinn is rooted in religious practices, such as reciting specific verses from the Qur'an, which are believed to repel or subdue these entities. Islamic exorcisms conducted by scholars and religious leaders serve as a critical method for freeing victims from possession. These rituals emphasize the power of faith and the divine over the influence of the unseen. Beyond possessions, jinn are often blamed for unexplained phenomena, objects moving on their own, strange noises, or sudden temperature shifts within homes. While terrifying, these experiences act as reminders of the proximity of the unseen world and the importance of approaching it with caution and respect. Jinn, with their dual roles as helpers and threats, embody the tension between the known and the unknown. They challenge humanity to consider its place in a universe shared with forces that transcend comprehension, serving as both a source of wonder and a cautionary tale about the boundaries of human understanding. The enigmatic world of the jinn reminds us of the profound mysteries that lie just beyond human perception. These beings, straddling the realms of the seen and unseen, challenge us to reflect on the nature of free will, the balance between good and evil, and humanity's place in a cosmos teeming with forces we barely comprehend. Whether they are protectors, tempters, or hidden observers, the jinn embody the complexities of a universe far greater than we can see. Their stories serve as cautionary tales and invitations to explore the boundaries of what we understand about reality. They remind us that knowledge, respect, and faith are tools not only to navigate the spiritual unknown, but also to confront the mysteries within ourselves. If this glimpse into the hidden world of the jinn has sparked your curiosity, there's much more to uncover about esoteric knowledge and unseen forces. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to join us on this journey into the depths of the mystical and the mysterious. Let us continue unraveling the secrets together.